Here we are on a very wet day, September the 18th, is it? 17th, 2025. So in here we have our grape juice. So this is currently being pressed. It's going to be sparkling wine, which has a big impact on how we press it. So firstly, and this is obviously always said, but the most important thing is your fruit. So what you grow will dictate how good your wine is. So as an example, we're all winemakers. If you make better fruit than me, grow better fruit than me, and we all make the wine the same way, you should make better wine than me. That's pretty straightforward. So, and I should say every stage of the process will have a big impact on the finished wine. So, and this is a great example. So here we are at the press, which is just here. Okay, now it's all about press fractions. So you don't just put it in the press it as hard as you can and get the fruit out, juice out, sorry. What you're trying to do is press it as gently for as long as possible. Why? Is because how the juice actually comes out of the grape itself. So we don't want lots of skin extraction, so we're whole bunch pressing for sparkling wine. Depending on the style, we may destem. So if we're looking for more skin contact, and therefore trying to promote more aromatics, we'll destem the fruit. But in this instance, this will be destined for a sparkling wine. So we're putting it through a whole bunch press. Today, I'm going to add some enzyme. Enzyme breaks fruit down, get a bit more extraction. And also I'm going to be adding sulfur dioxide. Why I'm adding sulfur dioxide? I'll be adding that to kill off any bugs that I don't want, any wild yeasts that may have come with the vineyard. And also, you got to remember the fruit isn't clean. So people get very, obviously, the romantic nature of grape growing means that you want to use the indigenous yeast. Of course you do, but it's not a sterile environment. So actually you're more likely to get yeast off picking baskets, off pickers, off wasps, off anything. So we're using yeast we want to get a known outcome we want. And then what else will we be doing today? And we may add some bentonite just to settle it. And then tomorrow we'll rack, and then we'll inoculate. So we use yeast tomorrow. So that is day one. So day one is pressing, enzyme, SO2. You don't want to put the enzyme and SO2 at the same time, because SO2 will basically inhibit the enzyme. And then some bentonite, and then we'll rack off as clean as possible. Why do you want it as clean as possible? Because if you don't, that leads to kind of vegetal characteristics. And this is what's quite interesting in the cider industry. So in the cider world, although people use enzyme, they don't tend to rack off the juice. And so I'm having a good play with that, because I believe that, I can't understand why every winemaker in the world, well, as far as I know, sensible winemaker that is, would rack off the juice. And in the cider industry, no one does it. No one, anyway, I'm sure people do it, but in the UK it's not common practice. So I'll be doing that, hopefully making better cider as well. So that's the plan, that's today's plan. As you hear, the press is going in the background. So it's spinning around. We don't want to break it up too much again. The more we break it, the more we damage the fruit, may lead to bruising, etc. So that's day one. We're going to cover what we're looking for in the fruit, i.e. sugars and acids. So watch your space. Cheers.